Good morning, loves. We thought we'd start this beautiful Sunday morning off with the Shawnee Sioux War Dance. Here we go. Yeah, because we're shamans and I'm a Shawnee, and it's time for us to take our chips back. You want to know why, loves? Well, because love bears it all. That's why. That's why. And you know, the Native Americans, well, they've been loved long enough, and it's time to love them. So, you know, time to make it right and take our chip back. Yeah, that's a shiny horn. Yeah. You know, I mean, because we're more people than they are government. You know, and we really, you know, have the last stand. So I say, yeah, there are those faces. All those who've gone before us are sacrificed. Look at that. And they knew how to treat mother, didn't they? Look at that. They knew how to treat their mother. Yes, they did. Yeah. 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 Let me get this up. Yeah. There we go. Yep. I wish you could see it better, but it's magnificent. Yeah. 'Cause love does bear it all, loves. Love bears it all, and you know, I'm Ray Jumping Eagle, the Shawnee tribe of Straitsville, Ohio, and you know, here's Joseph, ancient as one is, and he's Cherokee. Mm-hmm. And we were right next to each other in Ohio, actually, right across the river from each other. Yeah. Yeah, and he's taken quite a beating, too. Good God knows the things he's had to witness. Mm-hmm. And what the Native Americans have gone through, but what Americans have gone through, all of us.
Yeah.
Or is it just me?
No, you're right.
You know, Brazil, all around the world, all of us indigenous people. Mm-hmm. You know, we've been chit on, C-H-I-T, long enough. And we're spiritual beings in a human experience, and all of us have rights to, you know, how we live, and yeah, oh, look at that face, oh yeah, look at those faces, yeah, honor them, I hope you can see it out there, trying to get good pictures here, oh yes, the men and women, yeah, so, we're here, you know, in the eye of the tiger, to honor our Native brothers and sisters, and not in aggression, but assertiveness of our rights. We were grandfathered into this land, and it was quite taken from us mercilessly. And how can you buy something that was given to you? It begs the question. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we want. And luckily, we don't have this on the loudspeaker, because otherwise it'd be really loud. You might not be able to handle that. I don't know, because we got, you know, a lot of fire going here, you know, a lot of fire. Yeah, because we're burning love. Oh yeah, we're burning love. We're burning love. Yeah, we're burning love. Yeah. And that's what Elvis would say. I believe Elvis was a Native American too, if I'm not correct.
I know Billy Jack was.
Billy Jack. Oh, hey, shall we talk about Billy Jack? Can we get Billy Jack back? Well, I say back, Jack. Hey, you know, Billy Jack. Yeah, well, he's too... But you know what? Don't you think it's time we won?
Yeah.
Let me make things right. You know, just make them right. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like Joseph said today. You know, there's the horses running, yeah. It's like Joseph said today, you know. Well, maybe they can't make up for what they did. And I'm just using myself as an example, okay? And I'm not nothing, believe me. But, you know, Laurel, they can't make it right. This is what Joe said to me this morning. I'll share his wisdom and his knowledge with you, but... you know, they can never make up to what they did, you know, and that's my tool. I just found that. Yeah, you gotta have one of those. Being a prepper, that's a must right there. You gotta have one of those. Anyway, yeah, always have one of those. Anyway, because we're preppers, you know. And, oh, yeah, so they can't, you know, make it right. Yeah, they can't make it, no, they can make it right. See, I'm still all a work in progress. Please forgive me, okay, Joey? You'll forgive me anything, won't you,
yeah,
Joey?
Yep.
Because, I'm a work in progress, and I'm still learning, right?
We all are a work in progress.
Yeah, and we have a lot to learn from the Native Americans, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we still have a lot to learn. Yeah, our cup's luckily we're a third full, because let's see what pretty other pictures come. Oh, yeah. Anyway, there's our pretty land. Oh, yeah, and there's a wolf. Oh, yeah, there's a wolf. Oh, there's a wolf on the prowl. Yeah, oh, yeah. There's a whole pack. Look at the whole pack. Yep. Yeah, time to take our land back, man. This is ours. Come on. And they cannot make up for what they did. Again, I'm using myself as an example. And I hate to do that, but I'm the only one because I can't speak for anybody else, really. They can never make up for what they did to me and how they decimated me and how they used, abused, totally confused and persecuted and straight up tried to crucify me and have me put in prison for being an honorable wife and a good mother. I mean, not perfect mother, but And everybody just jumped on board. It wasn't their fault, but anyway, they can't never, make up for what was done. But, hey, can they make it right? I think they, yeah, that's the end of that song, unfortunately, by Quiet Buck. Quiet Buck makes a loud sound, doesn't he? Quite magnificent. And that's a beautiful song. But anyway, so we're here just, make a statement and kind of talk about where we're at, Jack, and where we see the world. And I know I'm a mess, and I don't really care, I don't really care. I don't. And, I just want to grow a flower out of this turd. That's all I want to do. Watch out. And I'm a hurting unit. I'm old. I'm not getting any younger. And I want to see all the indigenous people, things made right as they can. And how do you think they can make it right, Jerry? That's what we were talking about.
They can't fix the past, but they can fix the future.
Very well said. You can fix the past. You can't fix the past. See, I'm still at work. I'm under construction, guys, okay? You can't fix the past, but you can fix the future. Yeah, that says a lot. And the possibilities are infinite in that direction. Because going back, Jack, well, you might as well be Billy Jack, because that's pretty ineffectual. Okay?
No, he went back to try to save the Indians' land.
Yeah.
He fought against the government, and then when they didn't hold it, he went to prison.
Yeah, well, what does that tell you guys? Now, was that making it right? No.
Nope.
No, and, a lot of people have a really big pill to swallow. Where they've taken us and where we've allowed them to lead us to. When 30 years ago in our own government, we knew things were astrew. And we should have just done the do and just, pinched it. We didn't. We ignored it. We didn't cut out the infection when we saw it. Called the Clintons. And they were the cherry. Okay, now that they weren't the only ones who built up to this before that, but oh God, did they make a mess. Andrew, a lot of people, Seth Rich, he died, Benghazi, come on. All and it's time, guys, it's just time. And our Native Americans, it's enough. You guys won't do anything, well, then it's going to be up to us. Because you won't. And I don't know what that's going to equate to in my own country. But enough is enough. Enough Afghanistan blood, enough Iraq blood, enough innocent Syrian blood, enough innocent Libyan blood, Muammar Gaddafi. Yeah, Clinton was laughing her ass off at that, wasn't she? And Muammar Gaddafi was not a bad leader. Just they wanted Libya as part of their agenda. Well, their agenda is up. Okay, they already had their say. They already done genocide. It's already done. It's already done. How many people are going to die just in the aftermath of all this? Well, it's done. You got your way, Illuminati. Now leave us alone. That's what I say anyway. But that's just me. That's just
that'd be too.
Just leave us alone. Just leave us alone. Give us our land back. and let us move on to a new dawn. We can all lick our wounds and try to carry on and leave your governmental Catholic, governmental federal state, whatever, institutions of desecration that you've created, and the laws that are not equal for everybody, obviously, or laws that you create and then you break yourself for your own convenience, or the civil rights. There's nothing civil about this equation. It never has been, really. And I'll say that openly.
I'll say it too.
In my little tent, where people have treated us mercilessly. Much discrimination, and assuming that we use drugs, or assuming that we're awful, just by the looks of us. And little do they know they're entertaining angels. But boy, they want to judge just and find out and ask questions, rather than just assume that we're love and we're not here to hurt anybody. You know, maybe we don't speak or look the same as others. We're different. Hey, doesn't make us bad. As a matter of fact, might make us quite the opposite. People might assume a lot by what they think appearances say. And a lot of them would just go on with the assumption and never verify it anyway. Instead, they let the lie lay about somebody who's maybe really good, eh? So, all I want to do is move on. Make it right. It's going to hurt. And look at all those you've hurt that need to have it made right for. I don't know. It's so funny when it's good for you, it doesn't matter how other people are affected. But boy, when it's good for them, then you start thinking, oh God, it turned around. Now it's me who's going to do the hurt. Well, hey, what goes around comes around. You know? Especially when you do things nefariously with conspiracy and not nice nasty. You know, and we've had enough of not nice nasty personally. Especially when we haven't done anything not nice nasty to anybody. And neither did the indigenous people. You know, and I'm not just talking about, you know, the indigenous people. Let's say they suffered first, okay? Let's just say. And then they brought the black man who suffered mercilessly to the innocents. And lest we forget the Chinese who came over and built the railroads. And lest we forget the Irish who came over to fight the Civil War. They were drawn in on freedom. Yes, give us you're tired, and I'm just paraphrasing here, but give us you're weak, you're tired, you're hungry. Yeah, and we'll fight a war. That's what Lincoln did. If it hadn't been for the Irish coming in, we probably would have lost the Civil War and won with the Confederacy. And the Native Americans. Unfortunately for Tsekme and the other Native Americans, they were up all with the Confederacy to start a new way. I don't know why it went astray. I really don't. Well, Lincoln, he invited the Irish, and that was it. I don't pretend to know the whole plan, Stan. All I know is parts of it. But God had a reason for this. I'm not even going to try to get around my Creator's plan. All I know, I'm here to witness, man. Witness and message what I see, what I hear, and what I know to be. So many countries, there's just corruption just run rampant. Darkness, oh God. From greed, you know, nobody can have enough crap, enough matter that doesn't matter, because matter returns to the origins of matter. It's going to be here when you're gone. It's what you do with it while you're here. You share it, you care it, or you're going to keep it because you feel like you need it. Keep it away from everybody else and not be selfish. Yeah, well, look where that got you. There's a lot of good people with good intention. It's time for all the bad people with bad intentions just to blow away. Like the Native Americans, everybody ate. No one in a tribe went hungry, ever. If we all ate together, we all ate. If we all starved together, we starved together. We didn't go take. Now, some tribes did go take from other tribes. That's true. But a lot of times those tribes lost too, because they didn't do their own work. And at least then it was fair. This,
Power off.
yeah, what has happened? Yeah, no more power. So what's happened here is not fair in any way. And it's just time to make it fair. Time to find a way to make it right. Right, Joseph?
You better believe it.
Time to find a way to make it right,
Mhm.
right, Joseph?
Yeah.
I mean, there are ways. Let's think of the possibilities. Hey, there's millions of possibilities, I think, that you can make it right. You know, give them a better patch of land,
Yeah.
give them water rights ahead of you. And you're not going to like it, but it's time for you. It's time for you to start giving up and hurting up. All those who are being paid in Congress to go off and stay home. All of you who are collecting an unemployment check for free and not working. Shame on you for selling out this country. Shame on every one of you who jumped on with the Democratic Party. Shame on any of you who hurt innocent conservatives because you wanted an agenda and you wanted to get paid for it and you wanted your darkness. Well, sorry, Black Lives Matter. Hey, Black Voices Matter. I love black people. I do. And let me tell you what, you bought into a system that created a monster, so you guys have some apologizing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? How much money did you offer and send to the Black Lives Matter? Not knowing that most of it went to the Democratic Party. Well, that's your ignorance. The Black Panthers were far better. At least they knew where their money was going, what they were really promoting. And a lot of black people promoted the demise of Minneapolis. You guys burnt your own, so own up to it. All of those who joined in and burnt our police departments and hurt our officers and hurt our first responders and burnt those precincts. Portland, San Francisco, Washington, all of you are responsible for the collapse of our country. All of you. I hold all of you accountable. Every single one of you. Okay? If you were up on that and you got paid for it and you did false votes and you racked up tallies and you racked up votes for those machines, well, you're all in it too. You're guilty as chips for selling out our country for what you thought was the right thing to do. Well, you might want to check it a little bit before you do it, but that's okay because it led to this. It led right to this pinnacle point in time. Here we are. And I don't know how good you can see me, and I really don't give a shit. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of our country and these fake DV orders, fake domestic violence orders. And I'm not talking about anybody specifically because it's rampant. It's rampant. Keeping communications off of, away if people can't talk. If you can at least talk, hey, then maybe you can figure something out. But not when you don't let anybody talk. Try to work it out. Or the innocent ones are being insinuated and held aside, having their children, all of their rights taken away on something that was never really checked anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's a convenient way to decimate somebody. Especially when everybody else is going along for the ride, honey. And I know a lot of people it's happened to. A lot of people. And I don't know how that can be made right outside of getting rid of restraining orders that can't be proven in the first place. Really. Or the judges or whatever. Who's being paid to do what, when, where, and we're manipulated to do so is all over the place. Our judicial system is done, except for our police. We need them. But if, you can't get a fair judge in a county or a country or a state or a Supreme Court, when was the last time the Supreme Court was convened? When was the last time Kavanaugh, when was the last time they made a decision on anything? But they're getting a paycheck, certainly. What about all the Congress? When was the last time somebody took a seat and really had a hearing on anything outside of virtual reality, if it's even real? I haven't seen anybody sit in Congress since COVID. We've been an ineffectual government at best for that long. And we have not taken it back. And it's time to. We have an ineffectual, we let this, you guys really let this happen. Dominion machines. Well, hey, it was their idea. I guess we were just stupid, like me. Naive. And we let it happen. Well, now we get to clean up the mess, babies. Because of our naivety and our ignorance. Hey, I'm first up to say ignorant. First up. Not ashamed to say the word. If I'd only known some more of my rights, nothing ever would have happened to me. Doesn't mean people can take advantage of violating my rights, but maybe I could have defended myself a little better after 25 years of narcissistic PTSD. But I couldn't. No way. I was in shock coming out of what I came out of. I couldn't have made a good decision if my life depended on it, and I didn't. And people took advantage of that. They no shouldn't. CHIT, I'm not cussing. So I'm going to light a smoke on that. And hopefully we can all get back to, erasing the stuff that just doesn't work. Because that's a lot of it. Just start again, eat, delete, eat. And, okay, how can we really do this? And check and verify, Reagan. Check but verify before you trust someone's opinion, what they say. Because they'll say anything. They'll say anything. Anything. Is it really true? And watch out what you believe. There's a B-E-L-I-E-V-E. Big lie in the middle of it. Remember, the way, the truth, and the life. And without the truth, you got no way. Without the truth. Without the truth. Without the truth, yeah. You got no life. So let's do that one more time because I screwed it up as usual. But I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. At least I'm trying. Alright, here's the truth. And then you have the way over here is a way. Over here is a life. Okay? It's worth iterating. So without the truth, you have no way. Without the truth, you have no life. Without the truth, read between the lines. You got nothing. Without the truth, you got nothing. You're screwed. Yeah. The truth will set you free. It really is easy, but it's hard as chips to get out. Almost like a turd you can't pinch. One of those long ones. just keeps coming. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna. I hate to use that as an analogy, but it's a great way to put it. It's like the turd you got to pinch it. It's like, oh God, it's gonna hurt when it comes. It's like, all right, just let it happen. Let the truth happen. Just get it out. You'll feel a lot better. I'm calling from my campground and reporting live from my campground at my TV. Oh yes, the TV. I love the TV. And I'm on Mother Earth as close as I can get, and I'm solid grounded in, and I'm sober as all get go. Nothing in my chips at all. But boy, I was sick last night with a lot of phlegm. Oh, it was awful. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, I love you, and I'll feel better, and I'll feel better here. But because I'm sick for all of you, because I love you. Hey, love does bear it all, babies. Love really does. Love bears it all, loves. Really does. I'm not here to judge, criticize, or anything. Or scrutinize. Just, can we please get it right? Please. Try to get it right. Just try to get it right. We're not going to be perfect. We're never going to get it all done, and we're never going to get it all right. But can we please just get a start? Now? Yeah, it's like, okay. Now we can move on. Clean up the mess. Clean up. Aisle 13. Clean up aisle 13. ASAP before anybody else gets hurt. Thank you.